On July 5th, 2021, Jeff Bezos shocked the world when he retired from being the CEO of Amazon with $213 billion, considerably younger and 172 times richer than the average retiree. It was a move that said, "I've made all this money and now it's time to enjoy it." And enjoy it he does. On this episode of Luxury Land, we'll look at Jeff's current life to see what the billionaire lifestyle looks like after retirement. But before we do that, please gingerly click that subscribe button and nudge on by that like button so that we can continue to inspire you by giving you the luxury content you deserve. The first bag that Jeff Bezos dropped after retirement was unfortunately on his divorce settlement from ex-wife Mackenzie Scott the day after he retired. They were together for over 25 years, but it was speculated that they were splitting up due to another woman, which turned out to be true. He was spotted with a woman by the name of Lauren Sanchez, who's a former newscaster turned helicopter pilot. Totally random, we know. Because there was no prenup signed prior to marriage, Mackenzie would have been lawfully entitled to half of Jeff Bezos' entire net worth, which would have made her the richest woman in the world at $56 billion. But the gods of all bags smiled upon Jeff Bezos and they reached a settlement of 25% of the stake that he owned. This amounted to 4% of Amazon, or 20 million Amazon shares, equating to $38 billion. With this impressive chess move, Mackenzie became the third richest woman in the world. Consequently, his arch-nemesis Elon Musk surpassed him as the richest man in the world. I wonder if multi-billionaire Jeff Bezos cares about that. And what would one of our billionaire videos be without a yacht? Jeff Bezos then turned his attention to purchasing a 417-foot super yacht. The yacht is so super that it comes with a smaller yacht just for landing helicopters. I wonder why he did that. The super yacht has sails so tall that the developers of the yacht attempted to get a permit to tear city. And that's the most billionaire thing I've ever heard in my life. The citizens of Rotterdam, of course, protested and threatened terrible things if that was done. Needless to say, the project is on standby. Maybe Bezos can pay them all off. Let's see how bad he wants to take that super yacht out for a spin. One thing Jeff Bezos does compulsively is buy property. Bezos has a $578 million real estate portfolio and he keeps just adding on. Bezos started getting properties in 1998. His first addition was a $10 million 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom house on 5.3 acres in Seattle. In 2005, he spent $50 million on the neighboring 8,300 square foot mansion with 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, all to make sure he had the full 310 feet of shoreline available. Not even the pandemic could stop the property goblin. In 2020, Bezos bought a $16 million condo on the 20th floor of 212 and 5th Avenue in Manhattan. But he had already bought several floors in the building, which accumulated to $80 million in that one building alone. Just randomly after this, he paid $23 million for a former textile museum and then bought a 4,800 square foot house across the street for $5 million. Because why not? Just to make it really ridiculous, in 2021, he bought a $23 million unit in a building where he had already spent $96 million on 4 homes. Recently, he bought the holding company that owns a specific $78 million property in Hawaii just because he wanted that one property. It consists of 14 acres and 2 houses. With all this splurging, Bezos still finds the time to compete with his arch-nemesis Elon Musk. Jeff Bezos has been selling $1 billion worth of Amazon stock each year to fund the activities of his space company Blue Origin. The company was founded in 2000, a couple years before SpaceX, Elon's company. But I think we can agree that Blue Origin is just a tad behind the revolutionary SpaceX company. I think Jeff realizes this, and that's why he spent $5.5 million on a space spectacle that sent him into space for 4 minutes. That's a far cry from Elon Musk levels of space work, but we'll give him a C for effort. Jeff Bezos is not a fan of jewelry and owns a Ulysses Nardin watch worth only $12,000, which is chump change for a billionaire. Instead of spending on luxury wristwatches, isn't it better to invest $42 million into a really big one so that everyone can tell time? Well, that's what Jeff Bezos did. He enlisted a team of developers and engineers to build a giant multi-room clock in a mountain in West Texas. It's powered by thermal cycles, is set to tick only once a year, and chime once every 1,000 years. The billionaire says it serves as a reminder to all that the far future exists and will happen to their descendants. It's actually pretty cool if you ask me. Jeff Bezos is still very much spending money in his retirement and enjoying the fruits of his labor. While he may not be the richest guy in the world right now, I'll take a bet and say he's definitely one of the happiest. Will he ever be the richest man in the world again? Let me know in the comments below. If you like hearing about Jeff Bezos, click that video on the screen to hear more about what's on his luxury yacht. And thanks for visiting Luxuryland.